Hello, my dear Max friends from Spain. Here we are again with another Max interview, this time with Natasha Thorne, who is sales director at Casa Bonay in Barcelona. This hotel is inspired by the idea of creating a space that enriches, inspires, and blurs the boundaries between home and a hotel. With 67 rooms and a number of spaces, including rooftop, live event space, cocktail bar, bodega and coffee shop, Casa Bonay creates a comfortable environment for locals and travelers alike. Natasha is originally from Wales and learned the tourism industry in London, specializing in lifestyle hotel openings. She moved to Barcelona to assist with an opening and fell in love with the city. Now she joined the team at Casa Bonay already some months ago. Hello, Natasha.
Hi, Valeska. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm so happy to see you again and get to know Casa Bonay through your eyes.
It's great to be here. Thank you.
So, as mentioned in the introduction, you are not originally from Barcelona. Please tell us a little bit more about your background and how you got to this beautiful city.
Correct. So I'm from Wales, as you mentioned, but I spent the majority of my career in various countries around the world, largely in London, where I was, as you mentioned, specializing in hotel openings, largely within the lifestyle space. And approximately 4.5 years ago now, I received a call to help with an opening here in Barcelona. Amazing opening. Contract came to an end, and I decided, I'm not going back to London. And here I am 4.5 years later, and I have now been with the Casa Bonay family for 3.5 years.
Okay, 3.5 years already. That's a long time. Great. So let's talk now a little bit about Casa Bonay. Honestly, I love your hotel concept, and it feels like a real home away from home. What do you think, or in your opinion, really makes Casa Bonay so special and so unique?
For me, I think what makes Casa Bonay so unique is that it's more than a hotel. It's a community. Of course, you have a lot of international visitors from all over the world staying at the hotel for whatever reason. That could be business or leisure. But equally, locals pop in. They can grab a glass of one of the best natural wines in Bodega. They can get together with friends and celebrate on the rooftop where we have the barbecue. Equally, they can see top name artists performing in our live music space in Nika. So to your question, I think what makes it so unique is that it's a real destination in itself.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. It's true. And also, Casa Bonay is thrived by doing collaborations with artists, with creative people, chefs, gardeners, industrial designers, and artists in general. Maybe you can tell us a little bit more about this.
Sure. So the hotel was born back in 2016, and our owner, Ines, who's a young local Catalan woman, she really brought together a lot of the creative minds from the city. And the thought process behind this was that we would like to create this beautiful space, but let's be honest here, we're not experts in everything. So let's go to the experts, whether that be the lighting specialists and our partner Santa Cole, or whether it be a landscape gardener, the best baristas in the city, sommeliers, hand stencilists for the doors. And really that's how Casa Bonay was born, through these collaborations, which then went on and I guess grew the community further.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think, yeah, that makes it really unique because you don't really find so many hotels that do include local artists or specialists in different areas. So I think that makes a really perfect complement. So your hotel is not a typical MICE hotel, as you have 67 bedrooms and have no standard meeting rooms. But you still have always corporate clients at Casa Bonay that love it, especially because it's not a typical MICE hotel. What do your clients usually look at when booking your hotel?
I think, what is a typical MICE hotel? these days. Of course, space would be useful, having more rooms, but equally we're seeing more and more clients looking for something a little bit different. We have 5 spaces in the hotel, whether that be a rooftop, a restaurant, or we do have a traditional meeting space. Let's say not traditional, but it has everything built in there with regards to audio visual. And we can accommodate up to 100 people for a meeting. So yes, whilst we wouldn't be a traditional meeting space, let's say, a MICE hotel, let's say, we absolutely attract MICE business, and it's a very important part of the segment for us.
Yes, but I think there is also now a shift that people are looking more for something, out of the box and a different kind of meetings. It doesn't have to be always the typical meeting in a theater setup. It can be a meeting in the rooftop. It can be a meeting in a garden, or in different spaces, right?
I think you're right. I think this was changing pre-COVID, but COVID has definitely sped that change up a little bit. And corporates, they want to meet, but also they're time poor, and they'd like those meetings to be experiential as well. And meetings don't have to be boring.
No, absolutely not. So a little bit, you told me the other day that there are some objectives. What is the horizon for the brand, or what are your future plans?
Well, we can't talk about it too much, but we do have some exciting future plans, particularly here in Spain, largely in some relatively undiscovered regions, which I think is really exciting. But aside from that, we also have some plans to expand outside of the world of hotels. So I guess watch the space, but more information to come in the next year.
Okay, wow. Well, I would also like to know what type of sustainable elements do you have in your hotel?
I think we don't necessarily talk about sustainability so much because I honestly believe it should be a standard. It's not something that you promote because it's a duty of care. Everything you should do should have this in mind. And sometimes I think the whole sustainability piece can be quite overwhelming. But I think if every single person in that building is doing something a little less bad, then you're moving in the right direction, whether that be monitoring your food waste, whether that be being mindful of your output. There's a heap of things that you could do, and we're exploring the idea of offsetting our carbon footprint, whether that be through the website. And I feel the sustainability piece is something that it's never ending. You could always be doing better.
Absolutely. And it should be also in our ADN in a way or another. And that's the only way that we can go all together, right, in the same direction, and trying to create a better world, as we always say. And last but not least, Natasha, why did you decide to work with MAXtourism and promote yourself more actively in the Scandinavian MICE market?
Well, for us, organically, the Scandinavian markets have started to show interest in the hotel. And having thought about it, I really think that we're aligned in terms of what's important, what the Scandinavian market really appreciate, and why we collaborate with MAXtourism. I guess going back to my previous point, we're not experts in everything, so we go to the best and we go to the experts in that market, and that's MAXtourism.
Thank you very much. I think now that we have already been in contact for about a month before we officially start our collaboration. So we got to know each other, and I think there has been a really good connection, which is for me very important when you start working, because at the end of the day, you work with people. And so I really enjoy for the moment, for the time being, our collaboration. And today also we have been talking about our first conference group at Casa Bonay. Yes. So I'm really very, very happy with the Norwegian group, and I hope this is just the beginning of a very fruitful collaboration.
I have no doubt we've got off to a great start, so I'm excited.
Yes, me too. Thank you so much, Natasha, for this interesting conversation and explaining us more about Casa Bonay in Barcelona. Your philosophy definitely makes your hotel so unique and special. It's not easy to stand out nowadays, and I like brands like yours that do offer more attention to detail and make the visitor feel like at home. Barcelona will always be a top destination and still have a lot to offer. So I wish you good luck with all your future plans. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Hasta luego.
Hasta luego.